Hey guys, Nate from Chug Dug. I'm going to show you how to apply a vinyl decal to a surface using a hinge method. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you're applying a decal is clean the surface that you're applying it to. You can use soap and water, you can use rubbing alcohol, you can use glass cleaner on glass, but that's a little more risky that it might, react or start breaking down the adhesive. So you can do that, but whatever you use, make sure the surface is completely dry before you actually apply the decal to it. You want to get all the dirt, all the oils off, but you want to make sure it's dry. So after that, take a squeegee like this if you have one, or a credit card or a driver's license. Those work great too. Anything with a sort of a rigid, straight edge. And just rub down the decal. Use a decent amount of pressure. I mean, you don't want to break your license in half, but rub down, especially all of the details or small lettering. Just want to really rub that down to make sure it's sticking to the transfer tape. Then the next thing we need to do, we're going to use the hinge method, like I said, to apply this. So we're going to take some tape. The best tape is painter's tape. I don't have any with me. Painter's tape, masking tape. I'm just going to use some Scotch tape. It should work. Take a couple pieces, depending on the size of your decal, and you really just want to apply them to the top edge. Depending on how big it is, probably the best thing to do is to place your decal. So, okay, this is where I want it. Line it up, get it perfect, boom. Then apply your tape, put a piece of tape there. Maybe another one. Maybe another one. Again, depending on how big your decal is, or you may want to do it on the edge, whatever. It's up to you, whatever you think is going to be easiest. And depending on how big it is, you may want some help. If you have a really large decal, you might need another set of hands to hold it, because once you peel the backing paper off, you can't let the decal touch anything because it will stick. So now that we've got this essentially is working as a hinge. That's why it's called the hinge method, or that's what I call it. I don't know. It probably has a real name, but anyway, so we're going to hinge it up like that. Then we need to remove the backing paper. So I like to just start at a corner and bend it over at a really sharp angle, and then just peel it along. And if a piece starts to pull up, stop. Don't keep pulling because you'll rip the decal. Go back, rub it down with your finger, and then slowly pull it back up. And then this is trash. So now we basically just use the hinge to lay the decal down, but don't just fling it. So start at wherever, some spot, and start to just rub it down with your finger. And keeping tension on the tape, but don't pull the tape up, but you want to make sure that you get it back where you wanted it. So start from the middle, work towards the outside edges, push it down, you're good to go. Then take your squeegee or your driver's license, rub down the decal, and then ideally you would let this sit 24 hours or a couple hours, 20 minutes. I'm going to let it sit about 5 or 6 seconds because I'm impatient and this is just a demo. Let it sit so the adhesive has time to set and dry and all of that. That'll just help your decal last a little longer. I'm just going to peel it right now. So same method as removing the backing paper. Start at a corner, fold it over as well as I can, and pull it at a sharp angle. You don't want to pull up. Of course, my tape is coming as well. And there we are. Now after 24 hours, you can clean this with glass cleaner, but I wouldn't spray glass cleaner directly on it. Spray it on a paper towel or a rag or something and wash it. You should be good to go. If you need to use a squeegee to wash the windows, you can do that. Just be careful around here, and you don't want to, constantly be getting a lot of cleaning solution on the edges of the decal because it'll start to seep in and start to break down the adhesive. Then you'll be buying another decal because it will start peeling up.